Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Gemini, November 7, 2022. The moon spends the day in your work and health sector, and you crave being productive. It may not be until later today that you feel ready to concentrate and focus, however. Until then, energies are scattered if you're entertaining too many ideas or pursuits. Enthusiasm is great, but if it leads you to overdo it, it winds up subtracting from your joy. Get all the facts before you jump into something. Once you're able to focus, the day holds particular promise for taking care of money. You can benefit from putting extra attention and care into dealing with a complex problem, particularly concerning your possessions or resources. Getting rid of clutter can be incredibly satisfying as well today. As much as you can go with the flow, you also like to have a clear vision of where you're headed. Yet, eclipse season throws all of that up into the air as cosmic dust surrounds you with smokescreens. No one will know what exactly lies ahead. But the best thing to do is to find serenity and balance rather than letting all the excess energy and intensity drive your heart rate up. Eclipse season is here to show you that fate, destiny, and karma all exist, bringing shifts upon your path. Expect this energy to linger onward until nearly the end of the year. What do you need to feel secure with your work and life? The mystical moon in Pisces encourages an intuitive adjustment to your habits, routines, and schedule. Since the moon trines the Sun, Mercury, and Venus in Scorpio, you may feel oriented to falling into the same old tendencies that may hold you back from being successful. However, the moon also sextiles Uranus retrograde and the North Node in Taurus, indicating that you may find greater comfort and security by investing yourself in unique resources and opportunities that will make your work life more sustainable. The moon isn't just making its first visit to your work sector since Jupiter's return 7 days ago, but the only visit while the Sun and Venus are in your income sector. The moon forms a friendly aspect to both today, creating positive conditions on the income and job fronts. This is also putting the Sun and Moon in harmony just days before they are due to clash as the first total lunar eclipse in your financial sector since 2004. Your need to feel needed and useful gives you the drive to work tirelessly to meet your goals or the goals of others. This is an admirable quality intensely favored by our modern society, but step back and take a realistic look at what it's doing to your body. Are you putting off exercise in order to work more? Are you skipping meals or eating poorly due to the work schedule you keep? Make your work ethic a real virtue and remind yourself when it's time to quit. It's the perfect time for you to take all of your insights and recent awareness out into the rest of the world through physical release. If you paint, let the canvas speak your thoughts. And if music is your thing, express your soul through the notes. Writing is also another excellent means to solidify your understanding and beliefs. If you don't currently have a journal, consider using this day to start. By allowing yourself a release of a creative nature, the flow within you is renewed. The moon will find itself in the wrong place at the right time today, and the timing couldn't be better. It is a clash with the dwarf planet Ceres that might create some tension, as it puts how well you know when to keep your work hat on and when to take it off to the test. However, a week after Jupiter returned to your work sector for a rare opportunity for a do-over, the moon's friendly aspect to the Sun and Venus in your income sector will not only turn this into motivation but the motivation to work smarter and pace yourself. In between the moon's departure from your romantic sector yesterday and its return to your relationship sector tomorrow, there is a chance to pause. Knowing that you can focus on your relationships tomorrow, today is all about holding on to the impact of the romantically charged lunar vibes over the last few days and a mix of nostalgia, romance, passion, and adventure they have left in their wake. Our eyes in the sky. The day has a magnetically charged influence as the moon connects to Mars and Jupiter. This might create some extreme dreams or premonitions early in the morning. Because Mars and Jupiter can cause anxiety, this also could cause some tossing and turning or insomnia. The emotional energy slows when the moon enters Aries in the evening. Starting anything new now could be a challenge, and it might even work against you. The advice for today is to rest and take impeccable care of yourself. There's a major emphasis on giving yourself space and time to process your emotions as the lunar energy enters Aries. This is a day when you have to plan and create space to be alone to avoid confrontations. The universe is showing that you may be projecting an interesting image to others this week. Some may see you exactly as they'd like rather than how you actually are, but don't worry about it. Meanwhile, you're about to receive an important message about a new business or financial opportunity. Just make sure to return that call or answer that email. This week is a mixed bag for you. On the one hand, you have sudden, expansive energy affecting your sector of groups and self-employment, suggesting that you're thinking about turning a skill into a profitable business. On the other hand, your house of debt and other people's money comes into play. Don't borrow more than you can afford in order to get this business going. Spending time with family or loved ones could feel physically draining if you don't ground and protect yourself. Everyone's guard is up, and relationships could feel more like a job today. Arguments are possible if you're not careful. The moon brings out strong feelings of vulnerability, but try not to fight against the flow. In the pre-dawn hours, the Pisces moon aligns with Neptune, stimulating our imagination. If we are still asleep, our dreams should be vivid, if not baffling. If we are awake, we'll begin the day slowly, easing ourselves out of the liminal into our morning flow. Take your time getting going to avoid confusion and stress. We risk losing track of important details in haste, as we are sensitive and easily distracted now. You have plenty of moxie when it comes to making over your financial future. The universe could create issues between you and an institution, like your workplace, or between wanting to spend time in the office versus travel. One or the other has to give, or else your money situation will be adversely affected. Proceed with extreme caution. This day lots of energy is concentrated in your relationships. You may be attending more events with your friends and professional acquaintances or networking in a new and creative way to benefit everyone. When considering new ways to earn money, don't count out working from home. It may be all you need now. After sunup, the moon squares retrograde Mars, creating a disconnect between our needs and our passions. On an emotional level, we wish to relax and take things slow. Yet, Mars in Gemini tugs at us like a restless child, prodding us to get in gear so we don't miss the action. With the moon in Pisces, we gain most of our awareness through our feeling state. We are extra sensitive to the world around us. Mars in square can create anxiety, as we believe we should be in two places at once. We can become irritated with others as we compartmentalize in the hopes of streamlining our agenda. Expect a bit of discomfort, but don't take any passing moodiness too seriously.